My question for you today is, how well do you know the person you put your trust in? How qualified is that coach or therapist, whatever modality they use? What do you know about them? I think this was prompted because it keeps coming up on social media. They're offering, an organisation's offering coaching training for £20. And I look at it absolutely horrified. I don't know what kind of qualifications that they're offering at the end of it, but really, is it okay? And I question it because, for a simple reason, yes, I've spoken about the fact I trained for 4 years to gain my qualifications. I was, and I had to go through some rigorous stuff, I can assure you, to be able to achieve that. And I belong to a governing body, and I have to fill certain criteria every year to keep that qualification. If not, I'm struck off. Now, most of the ethics that they expect us to abide by, they're my ethics, certainly. And the first one is do your client no harm. Work within your capabilities. No judgment. There's confidentiality. It covers a lot of areas, and that's just a few of them, but there's a lot that's evolved in there. I need to have at least 90 minutes clinical supervision every month. I have more because I want my clients to have the best possible, and equally they have to ensure that I'm fit to practice, whether that's emotionally, physically, whether I'm working outside my capabilities. They really are my bodyguards, but they're also their policemen in the nicest possible way. My qualifications, they're not covered, they're not regulated in this country, which is, in the US they are. Therapists have to be regulated, but it's not happened in this country. It was mooted, and then the government changed, and that government decided that they wouldn't want to go ahead with it. But when somebody comes to me, they're putting all their faith in me that I won't do them any harm. And you can say, oh yeah, but you're just coaching someone, you're just helping them through an issue. That's not the point. I could say the wrong thing or make some comment that could really damage a person. And usually those people have suffered enough damage as it is in their lives. I have public liability insurance because, yes, if a client feels aggrieved, I could be sued, and that's important. They can also go to my governing body and complain about my misconduct if that were to happen. In 14 years it never has. But I want to ask you, how much of that do you check out? How much do you find out about that person that you're going to be working with, who you put all your trust in? Would you really trust somebody who'd done a £20 coaching course? Really? I would ask you, whoever you work with, just ensure that they have got the right qualifications, that they have got some solid foundations. They have an agreement. I have an agreement with my clients. It sets out the terms and conditions and clearly states, amongst other things, that everything they tell me is confidential, and that I have regular supervision. And all of that stuff is laid out clearly. They know what they're buying into. Certificates of all my qualifications and of my public liability insurance, you know, and my membership to my governing body. Those can be produced anytime a client asks me. They've got the right to. Every single client, every single person has the right for that. You know, you wouldn't trust a surgeon who'd just done a £20 course with open heart surgery, would you? I'm not saying I'm doing open heart surgery, but actually people bare their souls to me. You wouldn't trust a pilot who'd done a quick course online to fly you in the air. You know that there are professionals and those that claim to be professionals, but they haven't got the substance. And it makes me angry. It does really make me angry, because there are those that are charlatans, and then people lose faith in those that really are fair, grounded, and have real substance behind them, and really take things seriously. And I want the best for every one of my clients, and I'm not promoting myself here. I'm just saying, please be sure that you put your hands in, put yourself in the hands of a real professional, because otherwise you're not going to get what you need at the end of it, and it could actually cause you more harm than good. So yeah, just be aware of that you check that person out. Recommendations are quite good, but I've also seen recommendations that have been made, you know, people ask for them and they are friends and family. They're not always very reliable. I've even tried, you know, getting a builder or someone in, and you go on somewhere like checkertrade.com, and I've had people come round to my house to it actually was about I had an issue with water on my roof at one point, and it became quite interesting in the end, because I kept getting guys to come around and give me a quote. I had 9 quotes in the end, and there were those that were giving me a whole raft of bullshit. I could see through them. I thought, how can you possibly set yourself up and give advice in this way, or take on a job at exorbitant prices at times, when you're not actually being honest? So check it out. You are very precious, each and every one of you.